Hello and welcome to a new video. This time I'm going to showcase the latest update, which includes the creative mode in the game, and which is pretty nice because we do have big cool functionality to have for you guys if you don't want to have all the management aspect of the game and you just try to build something. So there we go, we get it sorted with the new creative mode. You can actually now just use the game to build a village and don't care about anything else. So to do so, you just start a new game over the main menu, and we come to the game creation screen up here. And the one thing we can change now is in the game mode. The tribe mode is actually basic gameplay mode with the management and the villages and all of that. But you can also switch to creative mode, which is building only. And to do that, you can still select any island you want to play and select the size of it, whatever you want. And there we go, we have a nice island. What could we do? Let's see if we find something like this. This could be pretty nice. We do have a little bit of a beach up there. We're just going to start this like there. Starting the journey, the game is loading. There we go. We're now in creative mode, and there is some differences now. We do not have the managing windows up there, but we do have a slider in here in which we can actually set the day of the time we want to build or look at our stuff. So we leave this here at 12 o'clock, which is like this. Almost no shadows because they're going directly down, and we do have the most possible light now available for us. So basically the rest of the user interface stays the same, with the exception that whatever we do is going to be constant. So it will be all happen instantly, and there is no villagers either. We have no villagers. We can place zones, which doesn't have any sense here because we do not have any villagers. We have no conditions, we have no challenges, nothing at all. It's just the game running at some constant speed with a fixed time of the day. So it will not progress over the day. You can only change it manually. So in here, creative mode, here we go. Everything is unlocked now. So whatever the game does provide in its stock configuration is now already discovered, and we can just use it as we like, because that's what we do in the creative mode. And the same is true for every items in the game. We can immediately place all items currently loaded by the game. And of course, if you make your own items via the in-game editors or make your own materials, you can always come in here and test them out and play with them. So, well, we have the usual controls as we have in the main game. We can just dig, but when we dig now, it's all going immediate. So there's no waiting. We don't need any villages to do the stuff. So we can just dig stuff away, make big holes, and the controls basically work how they would work in every other case. There we go, we can make big holes in there. We can slice through the terrain like we would in any other case, and that's what we do here. And the water will actually work, so we can actually pull a canal there and fill our hole there, and we will have a sea, which I don't do now because it would take too much time until this is going to fill up. Okay, so we can dig, no problem with this. We can build terrain however we want. So we can just go in replace mode and place some wood in here. So there we go, we placed wood, that's what we do, and we can actually place different wood types, or why not a palm wood? So that's like this, we can do it like this, or make a different texture like this. So we can just play around with all the things we have, or we can make blocks. We have all stone types available, and we can just plot down a stone wall up there. So there we go, we have the stone wall, it's all instant, and then we can just build whatever we want, because that's what the creative mode is for. And basically we can actually make it like so, and there we go. And then we're making blocks. Here we go. Now we have made the thing here for whatever this is good for. I don't know, but you can just build around, and we can also use these stuff and put items in there. So here we go, it's all creative. You can actually do what you want, and if you want to get rid of trees, it's easy like that. Just chop them, they will go instantly away. So here we go, we can just get rid of the trees, and if you want to get rid of the bushes, you can just also cut them. So here we go, cutting the bush, or with harvesting the stones, it will disappear right away. Everything will just work like it would in the game, but instantly. And we can also plant things. So if we're going to plant a tree or a plant, like planting a tree, it will already start as full grown up. So we can just put a palm there, and they will just be there fully grown, and we can put some birches in there. So in case you want some trees or some pine trees like this. So here we go. We now have some nice trees, and we can also, yeah, we can transform the terrain. So why not transform the terrain? And we want a bigger beach there. So we're just digging away the stuff here. Oh no, I made a hole. That wasn't intentionally. And there we go. We have sand. Let's fill this up again and make this beach like bigger, like this. And then we might want to make this a little bit more pretty, making some ramps. So like this. So that's what you do in the creative mode. You can basically just go crazy and just do building. And if you enjoy just this stuff, then this mode is for you. So in a later stage of the game, what this will actually also be used for will be to make either scenarios or make pre-defined maps. I mean, you can make this as a map editor as well, or you can even build structures and then mark them somehow and save them as a prefab, so you can select them in a real game to have the blueprint place somewhere and the villagers will build it. This is not yet in the game, but it's just ideas about what we can use the creative mode as well later on. So that's basically it. We do have some other changes in there. Let's go back to the main menu. Here we go, and we can just set a new game and start tribe mode to show some other things we have changed. And the one thing in here is, well, we cannot show here because they don't have a big village as a save game in there, but in the population window, before, if you change the priority with the mouse wheel, the list started scrolling if you had a bunch of villagers. So this is actually going to be fixed. And if we have a zone in there, let's see, placing a zone. So now we have a zone. This is a wood workshop. And if I'm setting an owner now, and we cannot see this right here, but we have Phoebe, and Phoebe is now the owner. We now get a button to remove Phoebe again, so this is done. Another bug fix was in there, because when Phoebe is going to die for whatever reason, the owner was still set to Phoebe, so this is fixed as well. What else do we have? Yeah, we have map mapping in there. It's a little bit hard to show this in 4K, like I'm recording right here, but on non-4K screens, when you zoomed out quite a bit from the map, you did see a lot of noise going on in here, especially on textures, which were pretty grainy. So I actually added map mapping, and this will help a lot with zoomed out views. That's basically it. Okay, so I think that's basically it. Oh no, another thing, in the schedule window in here, schedule, I'm not able to show this very nicely, but when you have more villages available in there and you want to set the free time to something else, you have to click them individually, and now you can just click on the header. So let's make this bigger to see it better. So if I click on the header, the whole villagers will be set to this value. So if you click the header, all rows at once will be set to that value. That's not working on priorities right now because it doesn't make a lot of sense there, I guess. But that's something which works. So hopefully, did I miss anything? No. I think everything in there. Yeah, that's basically it. We do have some more bug fixes. No, that's all nice. Oh yeah, the text actually changed. So now this text here does more likely resemble what's going to do here, because the old text wasn't very well anymore. Okay, so I hope you like this change with the latest version and you enjoy the creative mode if you're in this sort of things. And let me know if you see any problems with this. And I'm back with the next update pretty soon. Have a nice day. Bye bye.